Hello friends, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about some of my hair care secrets. So if you go back and you watch some of my earlier videos, you will see that my hair is, well, it's long, but it's not as long as it is now. My hair goes all the way past my chest. Well, past my chest. It's now mermaid length. You can see that it goes. I used to just about, let me see here. Here's my bra strap. That's where my hair was before. And now, where my finger is, and it's way past that. I don't even know how many inches that is, but my hair over the last year, I would say, has had some crazy growth, and it's not really growth. Actually, what it is I've stopped my hair from breaking. My hair isn't snapping off and giving up halfway through, because I was literally stuck at about right here. It wouldn't grow, and I was like, why is my hair not growing? Well, my hair was growing. Your hair is always growing, but it was just becoming too dry and too brittle and snapping off, and so I was stuck at that length, and it wasn't a bad length. I just wanted my hair desperately to get longer, and I knew that it was possible for my hair to get longer because I had really long hair when I was a child. So I was like, I know it's possible that my hair can get longer. I know it's possible. What am I doing wrong? And I started playing around with different things, checking out different people's videos and watching different things and trying different techniques and stuff. And this is just what works. Sorry, I kind of feel like there's something in my eye. This is just what works for me and my hair type. So I have a pretty oily scalp. My scalp gets very oily, but in part that's due because my ends are dry. So my scalp's trying to get oil from here to here, and it's, when your hair's this long, it's kind of almost next to impossible. But because I have dry ends that just want to break off and splinter and give up. So dry ends, oily scalp. And one of the things that is just really easy to do, that you can do to help, is to brush and take a fine-tooth comb and comb the oils all the way through your hair. So do that every night. I start with a brush or a wide-tooth comb. If my hair is a little wet, always use a wide-tooth comb so I don't damage it. And I start from the ends. A lot of times I'll hear from people online, they're like, oh, no, I can't start up here and brush all the way through because I'm white. Well, I'm white, and I can't start up here and brush all the way through either. I mean, I could definitely get through it, but I will be damaging my hair. I'll be causing breakage, and my hair is super fine, super delicate, very fragile, and so I can't do that. So I do have to start at the ends and slowly work my way up. I also really love to use this type of brush. I like this brush better than I like the wet brush that I have that's like this, where it has the little boar bristle like hairs. I don't think this is boar bristle. This feels like something else. And then just the regular little plastic beaded bristles. And this really helps to take that oil and brush it through your hair. So you're removing it from the scalp area and at least getting it through to the middle, if not the very ends of your hair. And I do that every night. With my hair type, I can do that. I'm not like curling my hair and then having to set it, so I can just always constantly be running a comb and a brush through my hair and just making sure, although I do like to do it at night as opposed to in the morning because my hair can get a little frizzy. So, and one way to avoid that is to do the brushing at night and then put the hair care products in my hair and then let it absorb all those the moisture from the hair care products. And then in the morning, my hair will just be soft and a little wavy and silky smooth. I will say that as my hair's gotten longer, I've lost a lot of my wave pattern. My hair is definitely not as wavy as it used to be. I'm on my way to just like having straight hair, I think. But my individual hair strands are very, very fine. Here we can pull out my hair. It's just super, super, super fine. You probably can't even really see it on camera, but I have really fine hair. Should we do the test where we put it in water for porosity, hair porosity? Am I saying that right? I feel like I'm not saying that right. I feel like that just sounds wrong. Let's see. Go in. Go in. And there's other things in this water. There's definitely other things in this water. This glass wasn't that clean. This is the glass I just keep some makeup brushes in. So it's just like pretty much staying at the surface. Yeah, it's staying at the surface. Even before I just did that test, I've actually never done that test, but I already kind of knew this because my ends are so dry that I do have low porosity hair, that it doesn't want to really readily absorb any of the hair care and the moisture and stuff. It just kind of just wants to just be dry and disgusting and annoying. So definitely when you have lower porosity hair, it's definitely easier just to keep your hair short. That's what my sister does. It's definitely easier than when you're trying to keep your ends desperately moisturized. But I think I have figured it out, and definitely helps to do hair brushing. That's what they did in medieval times. They would not always just brush the hair, but they would, they couldn't wash their hair. They weren't washing their hair regularly. And so you would brush it, you would comb it through every single day, and then they would wear like a protective hairstyle. They would do braids. They would wear a little cap to help. So you also really couldn't see how dirty the hair was, but also so the hair wouldn't get as dirty as it would as if it was exposed to the elements of just dirt and dust and all of that. I don't think there was really pollution back then, but there was certainly dirt and dust and particles just floating around in the air. Speaking of protective hairstyles, for a long time I avoided wearing a sleep bonnet. I just assumed because I was white and I didn't have curly hair that it wasn't really necessary. It wasn't something that my hair type needed. So I don't think I didn't get a hair bonnet until maybe like a year or two ago is when I got my first one. I think it was about 2 years ago. I've been almost 2 years. And I tried everything for years. Starting like I think in high school is when I realized you can't just like let your hair be loose, that that's bad for your hair. So I read that somewhere, probably saw it like on 17 magazine or Pinterest or something like that. But so I started doing a loose braid, and then I would do a loose bun, emphasis on the loose because you're trying to, not cause any, tightness and friction and all that can lead to pulling out your hair from the actual scalp. So I did that for years and years and years and years, well over a decade. I'm 29 now, and I was doing this in high school, so it's well over a decade ago. I was doing the whole braid. I preferred the braid over the bun. Just thought it was a little bit more comfortable to sleep in. And it worked to definitely a degree, but I was still stagnant in my hair length. It seamlessly, just looking at it, it's like, oh, my hair isn't growing. Again, it's due to hair breakage, but that's kind of how you would word it. It's like, man, why is my hair not growing? And it's like, I don't know. So I definitely getting a bonnet to not just protect my hair, but it also traps in all of the moisture and products that I'm putting on my hair so they absorb better, because I do have that really dry ends that don't want to absorb anything, have that low porosity hair. It doesn't so it doesn't want to retain the moisture. So it's not like I can put in these products kind of once and then set my hair. I have to do this pretty much every single night to ensure that my ends are staying hydrated, because if I let my ends dry out, they will just crumble and break off, and I'll get lots of split ends and damage and problems, and I'll end up being right back where I started with the longer medium length hair. So what I do, some of the products that I use every single night is first aloe vera. Aloe vera I'll also put on my scalp. Doesn't make my hair too greasy, but I don't necessarily put on my scalp every single night. I just do it as needed on my scalp. I do put it on my mids and my ends all the way through from like here to all the way at the end here. Every single night I just take it off, and then I do this side, and I get another little dollop and do this side, and then I comb it through, get some even distribution of the aloe vera. And this has been pretty amazing, but it's not the only thing that I do. So I do aloe vera first. Next, I do this, and I'm doing things like you would with skincare, from the, lightest, runniest watery products to the thicker products. So after the aloe vera, I take this L'Oreal Paris Elvive, I don't know how to say that. Total Repair 5 Power Restore. Let's get that on there. Trying to remember what this was. I think it was like $10, $15. And you can see, I do use it. It's about halfway done now. I don't want it to like pour out. But I love this stuff, and I don't need to take a lot. Just take a little bit and put it on my hair like so. You can use this as a hair mask. You can also use it like how I'm using it right now as a leave-in treatment. And that's really my favorite way to use this, because use it as a hair mask. You're just washing it off. I definitely prefer to use it as a leave-in treatment. And so after I wash my hair, I always put this in. So then I do the aloe vera, the leave, and I didn't bring it up here, but then I add my hair gel. And because my hair is super fine, I actually do like to get a hair gel that does have some silicone in it. I know people say that silicone is so bad for you, but for my super fine baby hairs, it adds a protective layer because it does coat the hair, and so it makes it stronger, putting some armor onto your hair. You just need to make sure that once every other month, I pretty much do regularly once a month, I use a clarifying shampoo and I remove it so I'm not getting too much buildup, and I'm stripping that down. And I really don't use a lot of gel, just because products do have a tendency, because my hair doesn't want to absorb them too much, to get heavy and kind of just, greasy and dingy looking. So I do want to not use too much. A little bit of product goes a long way with me. Alrighty, and then, so that's something that I do, and then pretty much every single day. And then the last thing I'll do is I'll take some oil, whatever oil. I'll alternate between different oils. Right now I'm finishing off this coconut oil. I don't know if you can even see it on camera. There's just like a teeny little bit and some hair stuck around it. There's just a little bit left, and I'll put this on the very ends. Like I'll focus it more on the ends here, and then once I get it all on the ends and the ends are saturated, then I'll go like this and move it on up to the mids, and never putting it on the root because my root is my scalp gets oily enough. I do not need to add oil to my scalp. So now that's kind of some hair care stuff that I do every single day. Oh, and then after I do the oil, I put the hair bonnet on, and the hair bonnet does help lock in all those products, so my hair has a better chance of absorbing everything. It also helps with frizz. My hair was just so frizzy. I've been battling frizz my entire life, and my frizzy hair has pretty much just almost gone away, like completely gone away, thanks to wearing a hair bonnet every single night. I really appreciate people sharing, their different, stories, and seeing different people with different hair types trying out sleeping hair bonnets. Because once I saw someone say that it helped with frizz and they have no frizz, I was like, sold. And I do have to say, it does. I used to have really frizzy hair, and I hated it because it wasn't straight, it wasn't curly, it was just frizzy, and it was so annoying. And I think a part of that is the dryness. The dryness just makes it, the frizziness, a little bit more, and it just makes it just look so damaged and destroyed. So, and having the hair bonnet really does help with that. So, yeah. So that's kind of what I do every single day, every single night to maintain my hair and keep it well moisturized, because if I let my ends dry out, they will break and my hair won't grow. So, or, I won't see any growth because it's breaking off. Get some water. All right. And then for washing my hair, I used to do the thing where it's like, oh, you have to train your scalp and you can't wash it all the time. I've found that my hair health does a little bit better with a little bit more frequently washing. I used to strictly just do it like once a week. Sometimes I would try to do more, like, a week and a half. And my hair would just get so greasy. At least my scalp would just be incredibly greasy. My ends would be so dry, and it was itchy and uncomfortable and didn't look good. More dry shampoo I used, the worse it seemed to get, because it just dried everything out even more. So the less shampoo I can get away with using, the better. So, and with that comes a little bit more frequently hair washing. Washing my hair. I'm not washing my hair every single day though, because that does strip your hair, and I don't want to strip my hair. So I'm doing it now more or less 2 to 3 times a week. So as opposed to, washing every day, which would be 7 times a week. So, but I've moved away from that, like, 1 to a half of washing my hair, every single week, doing that, waiting a week or even 8 to 9 days. I really can't go past. I have a hard time getting to the 7 days. As it is, just copious amounts of dry shampoo, and my hair will be so dry and just feel so disgusting. And what really helps, not only, you're removing the greasy, mess up here, but my hair loves going and having that conditioner re-put back on. Conditioner is probably one of the best things I can do that my hair likes, to get moisturized and all of that. And my hair, so that's one of the reasons why when I was a kid and washing my hair more frequently, it's like, man, my hair was better then, and so that's one of the things I was thinking about. Like, my mom would make me get in the bath every single day and wash my hair, and yet my hair seemingly seemed to be doing better than when I was a kid than now as an adult when I'm trying to push myself to wash my hair as little as possible, like the internet says I should be doing. And so I went back, to washing my hair as needed. I still don't wash it every single day. I don't force myself to do that because I don't want to strip my hair, but it does help to, put that conditioner on my hair and reset it and get it to be soft and hydrated again. What I will do is before I get into the shower, I do this even if I don't have time to put oil into my scalp and do like a pre-oil treatment. I will take hair oil and put it on, the mids and the ends here. And so that way I have that layer of oil and protection while I'm shampooing up here, so it's not stripping the mids to ends of my hair. So I hope minimizing damage that's happening here. Also, I feel like it helps, especially in the winter. I can't take cold showers. Can in the summer, not so much in the winter. It's too cold. But putting the oil does help protect your hair from the hot water as well. It is also probably worth pointing out that we do have soft water. We have a soft water. We have a water softener. Yes, it's hard for me to say like, yeah, it really did something. It really helped because I'm doing like so many other things. It was just kind of like just another factor. But I have been told that it does help. And we did get the water softener this year, or not this year, but in 2023. So I don't know, I was just trying to think, but I can't oh yeah, that was it. That was the game changer. I don't think that was the game changer. I think one of the biggest things is being consistent with my, finding this routine and being consistent with it, as opposed to getting the water softener. If I do have time, I'll put actual oil and do like a pre-oil scalp treatment, and definitely keeping my scalp moisturized and hydrated does help with the oil production. If I keep my ends and my scalp moisturized, my scalp isn't going to produce as much oil because it feels like, oh, I need to, everything's dry. So if I keep everything well hydrated and moisturized, I can minimize how much of an oily scalp I have. And one thing, I just take like an old sauce jar, and this is a mixture of olive oil and coconut oil with rosemary. So I boiled it on the stove for a little bit with some rosemary. So it smells like an Italian restaurant a little bit. I don't really smell the coconut oil. I smell the olive oil and the rosemary the most. But this rosemary oil is one of the things that is clinically proven to help your hair grow. So I'll put this in my hair. I used to leave it on like overnight, but I think I've been told that that's not necessarily the best thing, and you can clog everything up and that will create more problems. So what I do now is I work out at night and I just work from home so I can have greasy, disgusting hair and not worry about it. So I put the rosemary oil in my hair. I work out, so that's a good hour to 2 hours that it's sitting in my scalp. Before then, I go and wash it out. I also will put rosemary oil on, and then I'll take my micro current device. It's not plugged in, but you just turn this and then it bzz, and I will brush this through and just really like rub it on my scalp. I got this one off of Amazon for I think it was like $25 at the time. And it's the portable high frequency That's just the name, portable high frequency. I guess so. I'm trying to see. There isn't really like a company or a brand name on this. I might be able to, if it's still available, link it on my shop. But it was one of the cheaper ones, and it works. It definitely, I can feel the current, so it's definitely doing that and creating blood circulation. That's the whole point. You can also just do regular old good massage. I do both. I do the frequency, and then I take the scalp massager and massage all over the place, trying to stimulate some blood flow so my hair will grow. And then I also use a second oil. This is empty now because I used it all. But I take a bunch of different oils. I've gotten all of these at the Dollar Tree. And I mix them together. And I make like my own little special tincture that then I can go like this and just put all over my scalp. Here, we can actually just really quickly mix it together. Eucalyptus. I find eucalyptus and tea tree oil, definitely, and this is both, this is tea tree and eucalyptus, definitely helps with the dryness and the itchiness that I can get from my scalp drying out. And then I have some black castor oil here. Some people just really swear by castor oil. I've seen some other people say, oh, it does nothing. Everyone's a little different. If you feel like castor oil does something for you, use it. If it doesn't, move on. And then let's take a little vitamin E. I feel like something's on my lip. And then I have this olive oil. And there you have it. We have a nice little mixture to be used. So I'll put the rosemary oil. I have a tendency to put that like here, on like the widow's peak. And then my hair, where I part my hair, because I don't want my hair to thin too much there. And then right here, and then I put like just a dropper or two of this all over everywhere else. I don't want to use too much oil. And rub it in with my hands, use the scalp massager, use the high frequency device, and then I just put it in a bun. Oh, but before it goes in the bun, I put the this oil mixture, and I put it all throughout here, so my mids to my ends. And then I got these also at the Dollar Tree. And they're petroleum based. The first ingredient is petroleum. This one's castor oil. This one is Indian hemp. And I do know hemp is supposed to be like anti-inflammatory and all of that. So, and then I put that just like on the very ends of my hair just for extra locking in lots of moisture and all of that. Put it in and wash it. They say you can use this on your scalp. I did that once. I could not wash it off for the life of me. It was so difficult. I ended up having to like just take so many different shampoos and stuff. I even took a little bit of baking soda and mixed it in with my shampoo, and that's like what finally did it. I have to believe that I just like stripped the hell out of my hair, just washing it so much. I was even just taking like a regular bar of soap and scrubbing it in. I ended up washing it like 10 different times. It was just horrid. Such a nightmare. So I'm sure there's somebody who could put this on their scalp and have a completely different experience, but for me and my hair, it's not meant to go on the scalp, but I love it on my ends. You could also just take regular old, Vaseline petroleum jelly and just put that on your ends, and it acts as like a hair mask. And then I just roll it up into a nice little bun, and then I'll take like a claw clip and clip it, and then I work out, and my hair is absorbing everything while I work out, and then I shower it off. Alrighty. That's pretty much everything that I do. Oh, and then should probably also talk about vitamins. Taking vitamin D I have found really helps when with growing my nails, but also my hair. Never really got much out of taking like biotin. Um, I know some people like to take it, but I'd rather get like a collagen supplement pill. I love taking my collagen supplement pills. I get the ones from Costco and it works. I think I've seen a lot more results from that. And then also making sure that you eat enough protein. I like to substitute, make sure I'm getting enough protein with a protein shake. And that way I'm also getting my fruits and vegetables in there too, because I'll put, some spinach and celery so I can get some leafy greens as well as, the fruit, usually a berry of some kind. And I get a wonderful fruit smoothie and I make sure that I'm getting enough protein. Your hair needs protein to not only just maintain your hair, but also to generate and make your hair. So you need to make sure that you're having enough protein in your diet so you can grow your hair. So to just kind of re-go everything for my hair care. So when I wash it, what I'll do is I do the pre-oiling, then I wash my hair. After that, I get out, I put aloe vera in my hair while it's still somewhat damp. I let everything air dry. I use like no heat on my hair pretty much ever. So I put aloe vera on my hair. Then I put the Power Store Total Fiber Repair on my hair. Then I put gel. Lastly, I'll oil, put my hair in a bonnet, call it good, and I repeat the whole aloe vera, the leave-in conditioner, the gel, and the oil the next day, put it in a hair bonnet, and then after that, usually I'll assess, do I need to do a complete wash or do I need to just like refresh? Sometimes after my workout, I'll wash just like the halo section around here because I feel like that's what's getting really dirty from sweat. So I'll just wash that strip. So that's the third day there. And then repeat the whole hair care of aloe vera and leave-in conditioner and oil and then bonnet and sleep. Then after that, I probably will have to actually wash my hair. So then if I have time, I'll do the whole hair oiling and pre-scalp treatment, wash my hair, and then it all starts over again with the aloe vera. And that's the main thing, is being consistent with keeping my hair healthy and hydrated and all of that. Because if I can't let my hair dry out, not even once. It doesn't end well. I will have breakage. So, and that's the main thing that's like the biggest hair care secret, is finding what works for you and then being consistent with it. And it's most likely, just like for me, it's not going to be one thing. There's not one product that's the ultimate holy grail of products that's going to solve every single problem and you're going to have the longest, healthiest, thickest, fullest hair of your entire life. That doesn't exist. It's really all these things working together to give you the hair of your dreams. Although I do really like this. I do. Hopefully y'all, no one will like sell it out, because I really do like it, and one jar lasts you like forever, at least for me, because I don't, as I said, my hair gets easily weighed down. I don't need to use a lot of product to get the results that I need. So yeah, so I hope this helped maybe give you some ideas about what you can incorporate into your hair journey. But hair journeys are really personal and unique and different for everybody. And it's a lot of trial and error, and it can be frustrating and annoying, but I know that you'll figure it out eventually, and you'll have the beautiful hair that you always dreamed of. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.